A lizard crawled up under the dead bride's dress, and I panicked. I tried to grab the thing, but the second my fingers touched her skin, the groom's coffin suddenly slammed once. I jerked back in shock. I didn't even care about the lizard anymore. I fumbled to shut the bride's lid, then bolted back to my room. That night I couldn't sleep at all. The bride's beautiful face kept replaying in my head. When I rolled over, I accidentally opened the nightstand and found a round little bag. Inside were a camera and a disc. I put the disc in the DVD player, but nothing would play, so I checked the camera instead. At first it was all gorgeous photos of the bride, but the more I scrolled, the more wrong it got. Ropes, bruises, struggling. I assumed she'd been abused by her husband. Then I heard banging again from the viewing room. I forced myself to go check. There was a thin string tied around the door lock. I followed it hand over hand, and it led straight to the bride's coffin. In the dim light, it looked like she was staring right at me. I answered without thinking. In the next second, the groom appeared out of nowhere and yanked her into the darkness. I screamed and shot awake, only to realize it had been a dream. The next day, I tried the disc again, and this time it played normally. On the video, the groom's violence was crystal clear. I was furious and terrified. I ran into the viewing room and saw the bride's coffin open again. Her body had clearly been moved. I was convinced the groom's ghost was still coming for her. So I dragged the groom's coffin into another room and tied it down with rope, swearing I wouldn't let him hurt her again. But that's when everything spiraled. The groom's body vanished, then the bride was gone too. The lights blinked out one by one. Hands shot out from under the bed and yanked me down hard. I fought like crazy. And in the middle of the chaos, something flooded into my mind, a memory that wasn't mine. The bride hadn't been a victim. She had hurt herself on purpose. The groom had been trying to stop her. The day he untied her, she snapped and tried to run. They struggled, and he was killed by accident. Staring at what she'd done, she chose to end her own life. That was when I realized how completely wrong I'd been. But it was already too late. Cold fingers clamped around my throat. My vision went dark. When I came to, I was lying inside a coffin, and the bride sat calmly on top. So that wake I was hired to keep, in the end, I was the one being watched.